as far as the pump. And the pump is just filling that muscle up full of blood and just getting a swell to it. And I want to show you guys in measurement exactly what I'm talking about. So first we're going to do is we're going to measure mine and Yasser's chest before the workout. And then I'm almost betting we can add nearly an inch in pump and blood to the chest. So we'll see where we go with this. And that'll be kind of the challenge, who can end up getting this one more, because this one has nothing to do with what muscles you have right now or anything. This is simply how much did you perform as far as the pump goes. So we're going to do that first. What I want you to do is put your finger on your nipple. What we're going to do is we're going to do a measurement across the mid. I want you to, as much as you can, extend that. There we go. So what are we at? 42. We're at 42 and a half. Oh wait, 43 and a half. All right. Let's do the final one. So his last number was, what was it? 42 and a half?
42 and a half.
Expand that out, chest out. All right, so it's all about science. We're taking it to the limits. All right, so what we're gonna do though today is, so the way we're gonna end up attacking this one is we're gonna really pound the upper shelf of the chest first. Okay. There's three parts to a chest. You've got your clavicular movement, which comes through right here. It's gonna go into your rotator cuff. Then you got your sternum, which we call the mid pec, and then we got our lower pec. Lower pec's a bitch to get, and a lot of people have an issue with lower pecs. The thing is about bodybuilding, and as far as just us going in there and trying, so there's two different things. Well, bodybuilding is strength training. Strength training is going there and pound, as much weight as you can push. The problem with it is a lot of my clients and us, as we get older, we can't push that much weight, and that's not what we're going to do today. We're not going to actually destroy ourselves with weight, but volume. And volume is about, our initial approach on this is we are going to lift at a decent amount of weight, but then after that, we're just going to push volume. We're going to pump blood straight into that muscle. And we're going to do three different exercises strictly for the upper. Then we're going to attack the lower, and then a little bit in the middle, because when you do the upper, it reaches into the mid pec a little bit. And then when we do the lower, it reaches into the mid pec. So the mid pec's still getting, as far as the mid pectorials are still getting some workout and flood. But then I'm going to do something unique as far as to finish us off there. And then I'm going to show you some things that it's probably not a lot of people have seen, you know, pec deck where you got your fly machine. A lot of people just come in here. I do something a little bit different, a couple different angles. One thing that gets me, and Christine will tell you, is whenever I'm in Planet Fitness or Fitness Connection and I watch some of these forms, and it's just like, it's very, you know, I had somebody on YouTube ask me, why don't you help them? Well, you can't help them. I can't walk up to you and be like, listen, this shit is fucked up. You were really wasting time here. So I want to show, and that's one reason, huh?
But you want to.
Oh, I do.
You want so bad.
I do. You know, because you want people to maximize their time there. And that's what this video series is starting to be about. It's just showing different things that you can do differently. So, all right. So what we're going to end up doing, and one thing I do like is, and I haven't got a chance to use it yet because he did just put it in, is, so we're going to hit the incline bench press. And I'm not a big bench press person. Bench presses really put a lot of load on the shoulder, so we're going to do it in a way that doesn't put the load in the shoulder, but most of our pressing is going to be dumbbells. Okay. And that's an easier flow, because then you can go with the way your body shapes. Everybody's body's built differently. Here, like if you come out here, I have a bad shoulder. I really do. And I can still lift pretty decent, but it's just like, why put the strain on it when I can do it in other ways? And that's one reason why we're doing here. It's not the typical what you find on YouTube, like, oh, let's bench it out, let's bench it out. And you guys are going to see, it's not going to be that. Now, is he going to be dead at the end of this? Oh, I hope so. He's definitely going to be hurting. And what we're also going to be incorporating too, and a lot of people don't realize, is they'll go into a set and they're like, all right, we're going to do 3 sets of 12 reps and then done. Well, Christine knows, and a lot of my clients know, it doesn't work that way, because there's always more. And it's not necessarily just simply, oh, give me one more. I don't work it that way. We're going to go into myo reps today for some specific things, and then we're also going to do some drop sets for some stuff. So, all right, guys, so follow us over here. We're going to go hit the inclines. You good? All right, so one thing I always get asked too, as well as what is your stretching mobilities or anything like that. Depending on the day it is, what we're working out, honestly, my stretch comes into just doing exactly what we're going to do with zero weight. That's all it is, you know, because that way you know you're exactly stretching what you need to be stretching. and not overdoing it. Some if we're going to do some full body, we may go into some dynamic stretching, pulling, all that stuff. But the important thing is your body's not warmed up, and this is the time that you can hurt yourself if you overextend or stretch. So my stretches usually come in, like, again, we're going to start with the incline. All we're going to do is just come in, no weight, and just extend. As you guys saw that video the other day of that one poor fella. I don't know what that was all about, but he looked like he was about to throw my back out by watching. And as you guys see, Yasser actually has a great form on this because it's slow and control. A lot of people want to get in, knock the reps out, and think that they did something and go home. But the fact of the matter is, it's all about blood volume and filling up those muscles. And the way you do that is just slow, time under tension.
Growing up in Cali, yeah, you know I love the weather. Limelight hit 'em and you know I handle pressure. I do what I want, so I'm never saying never. I get what I want, so they call me go-getter. Yeah, I know he does it good, but
all right, so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up doing some feeder sets where it's just basically building up to a set that's comfortable that we can do right around 8 to 12. Again, we're not trying to blow ourselves out, so we're going to build up just a little bit. 2 feeder sets, 2 hard sets, and then we're done with incline, and we pretty much knock it out pretty quickly. All right. So again, what we're going to be looking for is just about 8 feeder reps. And we're going to go guillotine style on this, where you basically come this down right through the throat. But if you look at the elbows, you don't want to flare these out. That's when the elbows and the shoulders really get going. So we tuck the elbows in, and we bring in, the reason why we call it a guillotine, right at the throat, because we're going high. We're trying to build that deck.
yeah, let's go. Catch me at the top, sipping shots of Patron. I will never stop till the road is my home. I'm about to pop, everybody's gonna know. When the beat drops, they be yelling B-ho. Girls in crop tops, drop tops at a shows. Mini skirts rock, got us all like whoa. All the pretty ladies lined up front row, driving me.
Okay, so on the feeder set, I don't give a lot of in-between time. Again, we're just trying to get in there a lot of blood flow. So once we really start pushing a little bit more weight, which will be the next go around, then we're going to give it about a minute to a minute and a half rest time between sets, because we got to let the muscle recuperate just a little bit, let it catch up to us, and let the blood flow in. Your blood flows in specifically after you're done with the set. And that's where a lot of times you'll be driving home and suddenly you feel the swell, and that's the pump itself.
Good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes like a crook while I put it on display. I don't do it by the book, no, I do my own thing. That's why every single hook got them singing like me. And I ain't in any rush, cause I'm finally getting paid. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.
Feeder set, we're looking for something where we know we can at least 5 or 10 left. You know, again, we're just trying to get this blood flowing, we're getting pumped, we're ready for it. You also at this point in time got the good music going, you're getting in the zone, because once you get in there, once you're flowing, your body temperature rises, you know it's about to kick some ass. So.
Spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word and act with class as they hear me stand. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace. Now you're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you.
My shoulder immediately was like, no, sir.
Listen, you don't like me today?
Alrighty.
All right. There it is. Hit. Drop. Yep. Drop.
It's getting closer, marching till it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I'm marching till it's over, and just like a soldier. this, meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts instead. I see why other artists quit.
That weight is definitely catching up quick.
In effect. Yeah. I never take doubt as a lesson. I never second guess it. Take negativity and reject it. I got my mind blind to rejection, so I'll be just fine. Don't be wasting any time with discretion.
Hold.
I run this campaign like
Coming
I'm
down.
running an election. I pop this champagne like we're not in a recession. I feel
Coming down to you again.
Ibuprofen is a blessing.
Hold.
Feel it pumping through my veins, got me feeling like I'm
Up.
flexing. Yeah.
We're gonna do one more of those.
I'm obsessive like the ocean. I'm relentless. No promotion, still progressing. Overdosing on these lessons.
Yep.
And these words my only weapon. Cut you deep, oh yeah, threatened. All the tension, need relief from this whole session. But I keep myself progressing.
Told you, it's never the end of the rip.
I don't sleep enough, you guessed it. Every second is a blessing. Got no time to be depressed. Always cry, you always stress. So I work harder than the rest. That always said to do my best. Yeah.
Now we're done with the warm-up.
I can count on no one else. And I do.
All right, so with the incline dumbbell press, what I like to do is really tuck the shoulders in a lot more. And that's what we end up doing here as far as, let's just, again, because it's a different angle, we're gonna only do a little bit of feeders or so, 4 or 5, just to warm it up. That's all we're doing. So we're gonna kick up. And again, I'm gonna come in at an angle, and I'm gonna bring my elbows here. They are not gonna wear out here. And just like you would do a guillotine, we're gonna raise it up closest to our head as we can. And these you can really just punch a lot of volume in because we've already tore some of the fibers. So now we're just starting to feel some blood. It's where you got you about 5 or 10 still in the perfect. Yep. When you bring that to the top, I want you to contract that pec. Feel that contraction? Yeah, so at the very top, contract. Just like you're in the mirror showing yourself off.
Get up and make a big change, huh? You decide your own future. A winner or a loser. A headline or a rumor on the bench or a shooter. Superstar or recruiter. Defensive prosecutor.
We've hit here. We ain't even touched this. And you don't feel it at the bottom at all. It's literally just the top shelf.
It's incredible when people are like, well, I did chest today. Which part? No, chest. Which part?
They bench press. They did a pec fly. And
Yeah, it's like, you have like all those muscles
Oh, yeah.
there that you have to work independently.
there's a reason they call it pectorials, plural. All right, so what I'm gonna do, still recording on this? So on your last one, when you're finishing off, I'm gonna come in with your elbows and I'm gonna help you up, and then you're gonna just control the eccentric. Just like we did on that press. We're gonna get us an extra 2 or 3 when you can't do it, okay?
Watch me. I don't ever doubt myself. I can count on no one else, and I do not need your help. I was told to show, not tell. I don't ever doubt myself. I can count on no one else, and I do not need your help. I was told to show, not tell. So watch me. I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promised, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, cause I promise you that I'm just getting started. And I promise you my skills are getting sharper, so I'ma get charted. Can't be guarded. Nah, I'm the one to get retarded. Get the party started. Yeah, get the party started. Yeah, so let me get up on it. Yeah, bitch, you got me
Christy, watch me.
fucked up. I don't know what's up. pour that shit in my cup. We about to turn up, crazy shit.
You'll get steak in here.
All right. All right, so this is the final, again, we're killing Yasser, and we've only done 2 into the actual upper chest, and we're gonna do 1 more into the upper chest, but this one here is gonna be a lot of volume. Low weight, a lot of volume. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lot like you would do a pectoral press over here. We're gonna take our dumbbells and we're gonna curl them up while laying down. And what we're gonna do, I've only got 15s in here. We're gonna create flow. We've already established the strength in them. So here we go. And when we do this, we need to arch our back as much we can, stomach up. We're bringing these down, way down. And you gotta stay flexed and contracted the entire time. And you're only bringing it up to about here, because right here, gravity's helping us. We're not doing shit right here. We're only going to where we are horizontal to the ground. And we want that stretch. And that's what this is doing. It's now stretching that upper pectoral. And when we get that stretch, even if you hold it here for a couple seconds, it feels amazing. Because that blood is flowing now to every fiber. And we're only gonna do 2 sets of these. That's all we need.
Best lesson I learned is to keep on searching. Find your true passion and get to work. And better take action or you end up serving. Yeah, that's a fact. So you better clean up your act. So you better raise up the stack. And tell the world that you're stuck on that. Don't come back, pack your bags. You take a trip and don't relax. You hit the switch and just attack. You find your niche and make some racks. Don't hold back. Everybody wake up. It's time to break up with the life you made up. It's time to trade up. Live the life you want now. A life you don't doubt. I could give a fuck how. Just get your grit out. Wake up, man, this life is a blur. Everyone's got an opinion, so which one you prefer? Cause I'll give you one that's coming from an entrepreneur. Don't give up on your dream, it is what you deserve. Failure ain't an option.
All right, guys. So first of all, I wanted you to take a view of the new Brainiac edition here. John's really building this place up like a mecca. He just bought this building itself. This thing's going to grow up pretty quick. Now we end up with a lounge, for vlogging, things of that nature, just a chill out lounge. This is a different building altogether, separate from his other one. And then, he's gone into 3 different buildings in less than a year, so it's just going to keep growing faster and faster. But this is the new edition, just literally opened up this week, so pretty cool. And this is the first time using this machine, so love the declines. What we're going to do now is we're going to really punch the lower. We've pounded the top. We're going to punch the lower with some sets, and then we're going to meet in the middle for our last portion of our big presses, and then we're going to do some final stuff to finish it off after that. So let's get this going. And we're not trying to push heavy on the lower pectoral muscle because honestly it is your smallest of the pectorals. So we're going to just do some volume here. And this is just a matter of where your shoulders feel comfortable. Like right here, you'll start to feel it in the shoulder, so I'm not going to extend below this. This is rough. I'll climb aboard. Feel like a rodeo. 8 seconds.
I'm glad that they have this thing, otherwise I would be doing.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, that's part of it. It's core. All right. So again, on Yasser, what we're going to do is just going to get him going about 9 inches of movement. There we go. And it doesn't take a lot. Like I said, that pectoral down there is a little bit smaller. You let me know when you're running out of steam and we'll do 2 assisted. There we go. Okay. Up. All right, slow, eccentric, slow. One more. Slow as you can. Hold 2 seconds. 1, 2. And at this point in time is where you start to really feel it here at the bottom of the, yeah, exactly, that angle right there. And you never feel it right off the bat. It's when you wait about 30 seconds and that blood's like, oh, okay, let's get back over there. And again, because we're not pushing a lot of weight, we go quick reps. You gotta warm up just to get into this machine. We can take this home and play with this. The ideas are flowing. Let me see. Yep, I can picture it. Hope my kids don't watch this.
Well, my family.
All right, do me a favor. Let's do assist. There we go. Up. I'm gonna come down. All right, push up. All right, I'm gonna come down. Let's do 3 of these. Up. Oh yeah, it's flowing. Up. Let's do 2 more. Up. 1 more. This is gonna be rough. All right, up. I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't even want to get off of this damn thing. Not anymore. That's the workout. That's the final pump. Yep. All right, this is gonna be brutal. Here's the savagery. There we go. There we go. You got it. There we go. Still easy.
Ready? Here we go.
All right. Shoot down. Up. Down. Up. Let's get 3 more. Up. Up. 1 more. Push.
Boy. Ow.
Yeah. We still haven't pounded the center yet. We're gonna bring it together. After this next thing, we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna do some dumbbells, but we're gonna do a slight decline. Right now, this is a pretty steep decline. We're really getting some weird angles here, which is what you have. There's nothing wrong with that. I use this machine in another gym that we use all the time, and I love it, but it's always my feeder, just like we did over there. Then the dumbbells is where I beat the hell out of it. So, all right. What we're gonna do, that was an extreme decline press. We're gonna go with a small incline press. We take a bench, and if you look at the bottom here, we're just gonna raise it up about 2 inches, which is a plate. And it gives us just a real slight decline. We start moving in lower pectoral into mid pectoral. And this transition is where we start taking place. So here we go. All right, so we've already done our first 2 sets. We're gonna do a burnout set right here. This is one of my favorite mid pectoral. This is still, we're in the major pectoral major. We did the inclines. We've messed with the clavicle. We've gone with the lower pec, and now we're just burning out the mid pec. We're bringing them together. This movement is almost no resistance to shoulder. Have you felt it in the shoulder at all? You don't feel it in the back, delts or anything. It literally focuses everything right here into the center, and there's not too many of them. And it took me a while to actually develop this one. And then the funny thing is, I saw some bodybuilders use this in one video, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna focus. We're gonna push these dumbbells together, so we're creating contraction here, and then we're also gonna do it right there. So we're gonna keep the contraction here in the chest as well as here, so we're contracting everything we can, and we're gonna go to failure. And on Yasser's, you know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the assisted finals. So when he can't do any more, we're gonna burn him out. Again, we're gonna push them together. So I'm holding pressure to those two, keeping them together. And it's not just touching, but contracting. And I'm bringing this down to my chest right here, not bringing it any higher. And you can feel this in the lower, the mid, and the clavicle. One thing I want you guys to take a look at too, if you can focus right here on this pec, I want you to see the initial swell and then watch towards the end. Come down a little bit more angle to where you can get it. There we go. Watch after this set where these pecs are sitting. And I'm gonna assist, but no, stay right there.
Okay.
All right, we're pushing up, bring it down, up, down, 2 more, up, down, 1 more. There we go. And you could definitely.
Really good workout. Just feel it on the chest. No shoulders, no back, nothing. Just right.
All focus right there. Yeah.
Isolated exercise. Really good. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow.
So while Yasser's here though, so one thing I wanted to do with the RX3, and again, this is gonna be, I hadn't even asked him about it yet. But if I were to ask him 15 minutes after we took a break, you take RX3, how do you feel? Are you still fatigued? And that's the biggest thing. We need the glycogen levels. When you're burning the muscles, your glycogen levels are literally the expenditure. And what we have to do is fill those up real quick. It's like fueling your car. You ran out of gas. So if we were to give him the RX3, wait 15 minutes and ask him, how do you feel? And he says, oh, I feel better. Well, no shit. He ain't done nothing. He rested for 15 minutes. We just went through that set. Now's the time, as far as before we took the RX3, we both said we were fatigued. Muscles were starting to be toast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you feel, and it's not like this is a 180, but what do you feel?
I feel really good because I could finish 3 sets, of 10s in here. So my muscles feel like they already start recovering again, and I can continue. I mean, I can go on, still going on. I'm tired. We've been doing this for an hour and a half already.
An hour and a half. The video doesn't show that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Hour and a half. I mean, we've been here for hour and 40 something minutes, but I've been working out for an hour and a half and done so many different exercises, and I can still going. Which, if you remember the following video, Christine said the same thing the first time she took it. And it's crazy. And the thing is, it's not caffeine. It's literally just clean carbs, absolutely clean carbs, and sodium, which is pink salt. It's electrolytes. Yeah, it's a different energy. It's not like you're hyper on caffeine or something else. No, it's a different energy. It's natural energy. It's like you have like adrenaline, but it's like your blood pumping.
Right.
That's what it feels.
Thank you, because it's been hard for me to describe it, because a pre-workout is one specific kind of feel.
Yeah.
This is a different feel, and it's not like the energy of I'm hyper, but it's literally like the muscles are craving more. Like, fuck you, man, come on, let's keep going. And your mind is just like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
So good. I'm glad you did like it then.
For a person that I've been taking so many different pre-workouts and all that kind of stuff, and you feel the drink and all the like the craziness going on, and it's a caffeine kicking in, and then you crash. With this one, I'm not crashing. I still have energy. We've been doing it, like I said, for an hour and a half, and I can feel my blood pumping in the system, and I can continue. I can still going.
Well, good, because we're not done yet.
I know we're not done. I know we're not done.
So our last, I don't even know if we recorded the last one. I was recording, I screwed up. So, but Yasser's shoulders, which was good.
It like kind of got locked on me because I was trying to push and it was not doing it. It gave up on me. I mean, it kind of be a little bit of fatigue. I'm not making an excuse, but I think like the big fan in the back pulled me off.
Oh, did it cool you off the fan? That fan's a killer, man. It kills all gains. It's a gain killer.
Yeah.
Luckily, the good thing is that was our last stress workout portion. Now it's going to be a lot of blood flow and pump, and not on the shoulder whatsoever. But it was a drop set. What we did, it was we were pressing 3, yank a plate, press 3, yank a plate. So we loaded it up with a bunch of 10s, 20s, 25s, and just basically we're yanking plates just until failure. So I don't know if you got it on there or not. If not, that's what we did. So all right, we're going to clean this area up, and we're going to go hit the pec deck.
It's not done with you yet.
Oh my God! All right.
So typical pec deck usage, it's a fly is all we're doing, and we're going to get a stretch. We're looking for where your pectorals meet with the sternum. Now here, to be honest, 90% of the people do that, and they'll pull it around, and it's decent. We do it a little different.
Oh, wow.
Okay, first of all, we do isolation. We do a lot more weight. You're going to turn your body to where that foot is lined up right here. And if you notice now, that stretch, got a huge stretch right here. Not only will it be that, when I pull this around, because of my angle and because I'm aiming this way, I'm going to pull it past my center, which is going to really put pressure here. So I'm going to bring it way over here, giving it all right here. So huge stretch over. And I want you to hold 2 seconds on each point. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Like a good drug, never run. We hook up in my car, driving so far, playing guitar. You show me your heart, let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars. We were never apart, drinking too young, way too much fun, out in the sun, no pain when it's gone.
With something else to help you out on a different fly, if you were to grab them both, you pick up, and you angle here, we'll start to get your lower as well. If you want to get your upper, you can literally lean forward and bring it here. But when you bring it up, push back. Push back. These are all how you can use a pec deck for upper, lower, and mid.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be.
So what we're gonna do is just one set. It's a drop set, okay? So we're gonna go till we can't anymore. We're gonna go up 2 weights, okay? So, seeing where you're at?
Yeah.
So I was here,
Oh, you're in
and
100?
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go till I can't go anymore, and I want you to weight it up 2, okay? Pull the pin up 2, yeah. Not heavier, like up the,
Oh, up.
yeah, up, no. And then basically this is gonna be the burnout. This is our final burnout. Sometimes we would do a cross cable burnout, but this is the final portion we're really gonna get in here. What's the game? She almost all right.
Late nights,
3,
long fights,
4.
felt right.
All right.
We were alive, we would go out, we were so loud, we were so proud, we had no doubts. Weekends and weekdays,
All right, one more.
our own
There we
way.
go. That'll be the last one.
Careless, we were fearless, we were reckless, time was precious.
Sylvester Stallone's over the top. All right. All right. All right. Last one. I got nutted. I can already picture what that looks like. There we go. Ready for help? Okay, slow back and up. I got you. Slow back. One more. Slow all the way back, all the way back. Let that stretch at the end. There it is. How you feeling? That's a good one. I like the isolation portion of it. Anytime that I can ever isolate, even with extensions, I'll never do 2. It's always 1. You know, like Christine, when she first started, she did some extensions, you know, and when I had her do 2, she didn't realize how weak she was in one leg. And when she went through therapy, they never had her do individuals. And the thing is, if you're weaker in one body part, you can overcompensate by just doing 1 or 2 more reps and then equalize out. But you can only get that if you individualize or isolate. So I'm a big isolation fanatic if you haven't been able to see through all this.
Yeah, we always have one side weaker than the other.
Absolutely.
You realize, I'm like, I can lift like 70 pounds easier than this one, and then 55 on this
Yep.
one. I'm like, what is going on?
That's why I don't like easy bar curls, because one is compensating for the other. I'd rather 2 individual dumbbells lighter and just doing this than any day of a heavy, and it looks good. So, all right, we're gonna head back and do some. All right, we're gonna head back and we're gonna get this final measurement of these pecs here. Oh, let's see. All right, guys. So I know the battery's about dead. We had to charge in at one time because it's a long ass workout. What did we end up being?
Yeah, it's 2 hours actually.
It's a 2-hour chest.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Oh,
We're gonna let that blood flow back
it
in
was
before we
a brutal
measure.
chest workout, but I enjoy it. There was only particularly one that I kind of my shoulder kind of was giving up on me. But overall, I think it has been the best chest workout of my life.
Nice. And Yasser does it, and that's what I always tell people: don't bullshit. You know, I mean, if it sucks, I need to work on something. You know, as far as, and I've always told them, like we talked about with the supplements and stuff like that. And off camera, I even explain my philosophy. If it's not any good, tell me, and so I can start making changes or anything like that. I want to be one of the best supplements out there for our clientele, not for everybody. You know, as you can tell, this isn't built for the person that's, you know, gonna squat 500, 600 pounds. But I will say, it still pushes you through a hell of a workout for 2 freaking hours. So, well, I'm glad you enjoyed for sure. Let's do the final one. So, his last number was, what was it? 42 and a half?
42 and a half.
All right. Expand that out, chest out. So what did I say in the beginning we wanted? 1 inch? Where we at? Oh, there's my click. 43 and a half.
Great one.
1 inch. And I was hoping 1 inch worth of pump.
Yep.
You know,
I can feel it. I can honestly feel it, you know.
it's a hell of a, you know, and the thing is, this is really close to just, you know, other than some tweaks and stuff, what I like to do most of the time for mine.
My God, Lord,
Over there. So 1.5 inches?
1.5 for you.
Okay.
For me. Yeah.
So, and like we said in the beginning, it didn't matter what your level is, the pump is what makes it. You know, it's just like, oh, well, he's been working out longer or whatever, but that has nothing to do with it. It's a matter of the blood flow, and we pounded blood. And what happens in the fibers is they expand like a balloon. And the more you expand a balloon, the weaker it gets. Well, the muscle fibers get weak. So what do? We strengthen them with protein, like I keep pounding it into y'all, and then the BCAAs are the